Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists, but they have been wrong about everything. These women are completely out of touch with reality, and you're right, ABC should wake up.
Take a seat, get some popcorn, and settle down. One of the most notorious voices on daytime television just passed away. After years of heated fights, high-profile altercations, and unapologetic hot takes, and not on her own terms, Joy Behar has finally resigned from the role. The seasoned co-host, who is well known for her candid comments and unfiltered opinions, has been caught up in a whirlwind of social media outrage, legal action, and criticism. However, how was it possible to evict one of the most recognizable faces in talk show history? According to insiders, Behar's sudden departure may have been prompted by Karoline Leavitt, a 27-year-old conservative dynamo. The consequences of this battle on the airwaves are just getting started. This isn't your typical TV shakeup. What really went on behind the scenes, and how did Joy's own comments wind up backfiring on her? Let's break everything down.
I think she might have had a different impression of this young woman who held her own.
I mean, you would have to give her the benefit of the doubt that she did absolutely no research after saying this about Karoline.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
At this point, things start to heat up. Joy Behar went too far this time, but it all started on a recent episode of The View, which often has heated debates. When discussing Karoline Leavitt, the newly appointed White House press secretary in Donald Trump's administration, Behar didn't hold back. She was more interested in Leavitt's looks than her credentials. She probably only has that position because Donald Trump thinks she's a 10, Behar joked, sparking gasps throughout the panel. Although there was an awkward moment of laughter, the damage had already been done. The comment was immediately slammed by social media users, who called it offensive, sexist, and a blatant double standard. Behar, who has spent years advocating for women's rights, came under fire for using a single statement to undermine a young woman's career. Leavitt, too? Well, she wasn't going to ignore that one. Before the episode was finished, the internet was in a frenzy. Popular hashtags were used to call for Behar's resignation. When conservative media outlets jumped on the issue, rumors that ABC bosses were not thrilled started to spread. But was this just another case of a joke gone too far? Or was there something more going on behind the scenes? When Joy Behar's comment aired, the internet went crazy. Twitter turned into a battleground as conservatives criticized Behar for her hypocrisy, and even some of her loyal fans found it hard to defend her. Accusations of media bias, double standards, and sexism flooded social media. The hashtags jar boycott The View and fire Joy Behar gained popularity in a matter of hours. But the drama didn't stop there. Karoline Leavitt clapped back immediately. In a scathing address, she attacked Behar for focusing only on her looks and neglecting her accomplishments. Leavitt fired back after she had worked hard to get her new position, stating, "This is exactly the kind of toxic rhetoric that holds women back." The conservative media's exploitation of the controversy made Behar the week's villain, and pressure on ABC management increased. When rumors of a defamation lawsuit against Behar emerged, the speculation intensified. Although there had been no official announcement, it was said that Leavitt's team was weighing their options. Additionally, ABC was in full damage control mode. As well-known individuals joined the conversation and sponsors reportedly threatened to pull their ads, the network was forced to make a decision: support Behar or let her go to save face. In just a few days, the rumors proved true. There was no Joy Behar. Whether she was fired or chose to quit is still unknown. However, it's clear that this was no simple departure. The effects of this media frenzy were still being felt. But did Karoline Leavitt really pressure ABC, or was Behar already on borrowed time?
ABC, having just paid $15 million for a defamation lawsuit, would think not to engage in conspiracy theories about assassination attempts, but I guess that's too much to ask from The View.
Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists, but they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years. They likened President Trump to Hitler. They have mocked him. They have shamed him. They have lied about him consistently on their show.
We should not ignore Leavitt's role in this. Although she never explicitly called for Behar to be fired, her sharp response and the ensuing conservative media frenzy undoubtedly heightened the tension. Pressure was also coming from high-profile individuals, conservative lawmakers, and even advertisers who were reportedly reconsidering their partnerships with The View. ABC found itself in the middle of a political and financial crisis. Then came the moment of truth. Behind closed doors, management had to decide whether to back Behar and risk further consequences, or cut ties and protect the brand. It was a swift decision. There was no Joy Behar. But here's the most shocking part. According to several reports, Behar may not have seen it coming. Insiders claim she believed ABC would back her, as they had in the past. Instead, she was quietly ushered out, leaving critics and fans stunned. Was Karoline Leavitt solely responsible for removing one of the most well-known faces from daytime television? Even if she wasn't the main cause, she certainly played a major role in Joy Behar's downfall. The real question now is what happens next. Now that Joy Behar has officially departed, what will happen to The View? Will the show withstand this turmoil, or is it about to enter a new era without its most outspoken firebrand?
This very day, the same rhetoric that led to those two attempts, the second attempt on President Trump's life, echoed the sentiment that President Trump is a democracy. And if you're a deranged lunatic and you're mentally ill, you will believe that lie, and yes, you will take political like we have seen in two instances against President Trump. Last week, Tim Walz and Kamala Harris said that everyone who showed up to President Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden was a That's despicable, dangerous, divisive rhetoric that is spewed by the Democrat Party every single day. And I'm so sick and tired of the media pointing the finger at Donald Trump and saying that he is sowing division in this country. He is not. The media is for pushing hoaxes like the one that you all pushed today, and the Democrat Party is for pushing lies about him. But the good news is Americans don't buy it. And that's why today President Trump is more popular than he has been since 2016, because
ABC is now faced with a crucial decision. Who replaces Joy Behar? She was one of the most prominent and controversial voices on the show, and whether you liked her or not, you watched to see what she would say next. Potential successors are being suggested, including former White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki and Ana Navarro, who frequently serves on the panel. Will a new hire bring the same edge that Behar did, or will ABC play it safe to avoid another PR disaster? Meanwhile, Behar is staying unusually quiet. Insiders claim that she may not be done yet. Could she take her talents to another network? Maybe Fox News as a wildcard guest? Or perhaps launch her own unfiltered podcast? There is no doubt that she will not stay silent for long. As for Karoline Leavitt, she's thriving. Not only has this controversy put her name in the national spotlight, but it has also solidified her as a rising force in conservative media. Could this be the start of something bigger? A future in television? A political career beyond her current role? One viral moment changed everything, yet the primary question remains, did ABC make a serious mistake by letting Joy go? Will this decision attract new viewers, or will loyal fans feel betrayed? One thing is certain, the drama is far from over. Was Joy Behar's resignation warranted, or was she unfairly silenced? So, what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you don't want to miss out on the hottest celebrity news, make sure to subscribe to Daily Finder.